The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right, so we're diving into something totally unexpected today. Swedish beaches.
You know, you don't often hear those two words together, do you? Swedish beaches.
Not really. No, not exactly a classic pairing, is it? Like peanut butter and pickles. You know, you wouldn't think they'd go together, but hey, maybe that's the beauty of it. We've got some fascinating research lined up, though, so I'm ready to be surprised. Where are we even starting with this one?
Well, most people think of, Vikings and icy landscapes when they think about Sweden. And don't get me wrong, those are definitely part of the story. But Sweden's got this incredible coastline, especially along the Baltic Sea. That's where we find these hidden beach gems.
Hidden beach gems. Okay. I like the sound of that already.
Yeah.
So what makes these beaches so special? I mean, we're talking about standing out in a country known for, its stunning natural landscapes.
Yeah.
What sets these beaches apart?
It's a different vibe entirely. Think tranquility. Take a beach like Sunhemeren, for instance. This place embodies the Swedish concept. It's called allemansrätten. Basically means everyone has the right to roam freely in nature, but with that comes this deep respect for the environment. You're not going to find rows of, beach umbrellas or loud music there. It's all about pristine sand dunes, the sound of waves crashing, a sense of serenity.
Okay, I'm already feeling a bit more zen just hearing about it. And speaking of unique landscapes, we have to talk about these Swedish archipelagos. For those of us who might not be archipelago experts, can you break down what exactly they are and what makes Sweden's collection so special?
Picture this. Thousands of islands, some big, some tiny, scattered across the sea, almost like stepping stones. That's an archipelago. And what makes Sweden's archipelagos, particularly the ones in the Baltic Sea, so fascinating is how they were formed. We're talking ancient glaciers carving their way through the landscape. That glacial activity is what created these sheltered bays, the calm waters, even those smooth, sun-warmed rocks you find scattered along the shores.
So we're talking about breathtaking scenery shaped by millennia of natural forces and calm waters, which I imagine makes for some pretty amazing swimming. But it's not just about the natural beauty, is it? There's this whole other layer of, Nordic culture woven into the experience. What can you tell us about that aspect?
It's about immersing yourself in the Swedish way of life. Imagine biking through these charming fishing villages with their brightly colored wooden houses, a testament to traditional Swedish architecture, and then treating yourself to some freshly caught herring or maybe some smoked salmon. Simple, delicious, and it really highlights the bounty of the sea.
Okay, you're painting a very idyllic picture here. You mentioned biking, which makes me think about accessibility. Are we talking remote islands? Or are these coastal areas within reach for the average traveler? And what about activities? Beyond just, soaking in the scenery and enjoying the peace and quiet, what else is there to do?
You might be surprised. Many of these coastal areas are very accessible from major cities. And you're right, it's not just about swimming and sunbathing, although the Baltic Sea does offer a pretty refreshing dip on a warm summer day. Think kayaking. Imagine paddling through those serene archipelagos, the only sounds the gentle splash of your oars and the calls of seabirds overhead. Or even taking a boat trip out and maybe spotting some seals basking on the rocks. It's adventure, but on a different wavelength.
This is really, really something else. It's making me rethink everything I thought I knew about Sweden. I mean, it's incredible how a place so often associated with, winter wonderlands can offer such a completely different kind of summer experience.
It's all about perspective, isn't it? It's a good reminder that there's always something new to discover, even in places we think we know.
Absolutely. So, to everyone listening, here's something to ponder. How do you define a perfect beach getaway? Because maybe, just maybe, Sweden's unique blend of natural beauty, outdoor adventures, and that distinct cultural immersion is the unexpected escape you've been searching for.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.